the service rifle of a given army or armed forces, that which it issues as standard to its soldiers. In modern forces, this is typically a highly versatile and rugged assault rifle, battle rifle or carbine suitable for use in nearly all theaters and environments. Service rifles are also often selected for their upgradability, although certain weapons issued to special forces units are rarely considered service weapons in the truest sense. Certain specialist rifles and submachine guns are categorized as such if issued as per standing operating procedures upon entering special environments or scenarios. These may include urban warfare and jungle warfare environments. Most armies also have service pistol sidearms. History. Originally, rifles used in combat were not standard-issue weapons like the service rifles of today. Rifles were for specialist marksmen only, whilst the ordinary infantry were issued less accurate smooth-bore muskets which had a higher rate of fire, with bore diameters as high as 19 mm, or 0.75 inch. By the middle of the 19th century, however, rifles were becoming more and more common on the battlefield, with muskets being phased out. Originally, these combat rifles were single-shot muzzle-loading weapons, but as technology advanced through the 18th and 19th centuries, so too did the technique of loading rounds. First, breech-loading firearms, like the Prussian needle gun of the mid-19th century, came to prominence, which then evolved into repeating weapons, such as the bolt-action Mosin Nagant rifle used by Imperial Russia in the late 19th and early 20th centuries and the Soviet Union in World War II. By this time almost all prominent armies in the world had some sort of standard service rifle. During the Second World War, there was yet another leap forward in rifle design which was to influence service rifles even today. That is, the use of a fired cartridge's gas emissions to automatically rechamber rounds into the breech once a bullet had been fired, as well as expelling the old cartridge. These weapons were known as gas-operated firearms. Some of the earliest examples of these were most prominent in the Second World War, and were usually semi-automatic, such as the American-made M1 Garand, first brought into service with the United States in 1936. These rifles usually fired a full-sized cartridge, such as the .30-06 Springfield or .303 British, as opposed to an intermediate rifle cartridge. Another type of commonly issued rifle which was to become well known during this time was the assault rifle, a fully automatic rifle firing a lighter intermediate cartridge, as opposed to the full-sized cartridges used by the usual rifles of that time. The first of these was the Sturmgewehr 44, used by Nazi Germany in the later stages of the Second World War. The StG-44 was not issued in large numbers, and was never adopted as Germany's service rifle. However, this weapon was to serve as the precursor to other assault rifles such as the Soviet AK-47, the American M16, the Belgian FNFAL and the Swiss Sturmgewehr 57, which today is the common used type of rifle in armies. Service rifles by nation. Angola Argentina Australia Austria Bangladesh Belgium Bolivia Brazil Cambodia Canada Chile People's Republic of China Republic of China Cuba Czech Republic Denmark Egypt Estonia Finland France Germany Greece Guatemala Haiti The Haitian Army was disbanded by the United States, and replaced in 1915 by the Gendarmerie d'Haïti. The Haitian Army was again disbanded in 1995. Hungary India Indonesia Iran Iraq Ireland Israel Italy Jamaica Japan equals Korea equals Liberia equals Lebanon equals Luxembourg equals Malaysia equals Mexico equals Netherlands equals New Zealand equals Norway equals Pakistan equals Peru equals Philippines equals Poland equals Portugal equals Romania equals Russia and Soviet Union equals Saudi Arabia equals Serbia equals Singapore equals Slovenia equals South Africa equals Spain equals Sweden equals Switzerland equals Thailand equals Tibet equals Tibet was de facto independent from 1912 until the 1950s, and fielded the Tibetan Army. Turkey equals Ukraine equals United Kingdom and British Empire equals United States equals Uruguay equals Venezuela equals Vietnam equals. See also, rifle, battle rifle, list of assault rifles, list of service rifles of national armies, service pistol. References